Hey, what's up? Blackson be raging. He's just not. I'm just not raging right now. But I'm gonna be Blackson be calm right now because this video's is basically a part two to the hot fix, of course. If you did not know, that Borderlands 3 received the 17th of October. And today, basically, I'm just gonna be talking about some weapons that I did not cover or may have missed in the last video. Uh, One of those weapons are two weapons that I do have equipped right now, which is the Crossroads. Of course, this is the level 50 version, and the Butcher. Um, so let's start off with the Crossroads. So basically, the Crossroads, it was given reduced accuracy. I mean, given the Hyperion's gimmick, it shouldn't really affect it. But basically, the accuracy for the weapon was reduced, and it also a projectile was taken, so it is no longer ×4 multiplier. It is now a ×3 multiplier. So the gun it's basically been nerfed by 25%. And as you can see, like, the reason why I'm not doing as much damage, because this is a corrosive version of the weapon. If it was a fire variant, I'd be doing a lot more damage. So, but you know, it's still doing a decent amount of damage. So, you know, it's kind of a sting, but it's not really by much. So that's pretty much my take on the Crossroad. So, and also next online is the Butcher shotgun, where the damage was reduced by 25%, so another 25% nerf to Hyperion weapon. As you can see, you know, with the shots that are not causing explosion, it still does a decent amount of damage. But me personally, whether they fixed it or not, it was pretty much still a good weapon. It was still fine, you know. So personally, I feel it didn't really need a patch. It could have just been left alone. But you know, it seems like Gearbox is on a nerf wave, so I mean, they just had to touch the Butcher, and you know, they pretty much gave the same excuse where, you know, oh, it's outperforming other weapons. But you know, another point I wanted to make in the last video, but I didn't get to make. Well, it's kind of hypocritical, because if y'all remember a certain Torque pistol from Borderlands 2 that still outdid everything, every other gun, pretty much, it was pretty much the best weapon on the game. The only gun that was probably above it was the Northfleet. I think it started with Herald, was still one of the best guns in the game. So it's kind of hypocritical, you know, for them to give that. But you know, who am I? So yeah, there's that. The conference call received a 15% damage increase. You know, I'll take that because I did use it. It was not as strong as the Borderlands 2 variant. Like, it didn't blow it out by a wide margin, but it was still noticeable. So unfortunately, I can't really show it to you on screen. But you know, it's good that it got a 50% increase. So you know, I'll take that. Next, that's pretty much it for the Hyperion weapons that got, you know, nerfed. You know, It's only just, you know, more nerfs than buffs, because that, like I said, that's what it seems like Gearbox is on. You have Soundwave, you have Shockwave, you got Synthwave, and for Gearbox you got the Nerf Wave. So moving on from that, the Vanquisher from Doll has 20% increase. Haven't come across whatever piece of gear that is, whether it's a weapon or a shield or whatever the case may be. Haven't come across that. The Skeksis has all the Children of Vault weapons were increased by were buffed. So you have the Skeksis, which is a burst pistol. And basically that gun's gimmick, for each burst it fires 1 to 3 rockets with that 7-round burst, and that received a 15% increase. The Lineage, I have that weapon. I don't know how to pronounce it, but let me just show you. The more I really don't know how to pronounce it. I'm pronouncing it completely wrong, so I'm gonna just call it the Lineage. As you can see, it has a ×3 multiplier. It was still a great weapon pre-patch, but post-patch it's made even better. So, you know, I'm happy, but, you know, to be fair, whether it was buffed or not, it was still a great weapon. I still appreciated it. And if I can find some enemies. So moving on from that, Pain's Power, which is legendary Children of the Vault assault rifle, also received the buff by 25%. Because that gun was, I'm still confused on what the special effect exactly is, but you know, it does set you on fire for some odd reason. I guess it sets you on fire and does more damage when you're on fire. But yeah, that gun received. I will say that gun did need a buff, because that shit was just. It was bad. Well, I wouldn't say it was bad. It was underwhelming.
All you have to do is swap this shit-zipping AI's chip.
So next up, last but not least, the final you know, brand or company to receive a buff was Atlas. Specifically, Ruby's Wrath received a 10% increase in damage. And it's funny because I'm gonna put the clip on Twitter. Gearbox put a video of them showing it off, and it wasn't killing anything. It really wasn't killing anything. It was going up against the balls. I'm gonna have to plug a pause on that. But you know the little Maliwan ball enemies. It was fighting against that. And for those of you who don't know, the special effect of the Ruby's Wrath is basically with the tracker, you fire it and it's a singularity grenade, and basically, of course, singularity, it pulls them all the enemies in, and they was just firing it and it wasn't killing anything. Like literally, they was just firing it was marshmallow, it was rockets, but marshmallows. It was marshmallow rockets. That was basically what the gun was firing. And I'll put the clip in. So yeah, as you can see on that clip, the shit wasn't hitting. So 10% is clearly not helping the weapon. But yeah, that was just, you know, that's just the video to cover the other weapons that I may have missed, or didn't cover in the last one. And rage out and peace out. Have a good day, and try to have fun on Borderlands 3 with all the nerfs. You still can, but you know, just try. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And I'm off this. Peace out.